Now the biggest question arises why place of supply is important in GST, because the place of supply is the only factor that determines the levy of taxes. In GST invoice, which type of tax do we have to charge? CGST, SGST or IGST? That will determine only on the basis of place of supply. On day 5, we are going to discuss place of supply in case of goods, which will be covered under section 10 and 11 of IGST. When a supply involves movement of goods, then how do we determine the place of supply? It's the location where the movement of goods terminates. For example, the supplier is in Delhi and the goods are transported to the buyer in Agra. Since the goods physically move and the movement ends in Agra, the place of supply will be Agra. When there is no movement of goods during a supply, like when a customer walks into a retail store and picks up the goods himself, then how do we determine the place of supply? It's very simple. The location of goods at the time of delivery is considered as the place of supply. Here in this example, the customer visits the showroom or retail store directly and takes the good. So the place of supply will be the location of that retail store where the goods were available at the time of delivery. Now let's talk about bill to ship to scenario under GST. Here goods are delivered by the supplier to the recipient on the instruction of a third person. A third person is in Kerala, places an order with a supplier in Haryana and instruct the supplier to directly deliver the goods to a recipient in Delhi. Though the goods are physically delivered to Delhi, GST law says GST law uses a teaming fiction. It is assumed that the third person in Kerala has received the goods. So the place of supply is taken as Kerala because that's where the billing is done, not where the goods were actually delivered. When goods are assembled or installed, the place of supply is simple. It's the location where installation or assembly happens. For example, if a supplier is in Kerala but the machine is installed in Gujarat, so the place of supply would be Gujarat, not Kerala. When goods are supplied on board a conveyance, like a train, flight or a bus, the place of supply is the location where the goods are taken on board. For example, snacks supplied in Vande Bharat boarded in Delhi. So the place of supply would be Delhi, where the goods were loaded. In case when goods are imported into India, the place of supply would be the location of the importer, and where the goods are exported from India, with the location outside India.